Good morning,
great gardeners. Hey, we're here in the A to Z house today, where we have all kinds of plants, bedding plants, flowers, and we're going to talk about some vegetables today.
Yep, sometimes. We just wanted to show this because it's so pretty. This is actually a zucchini. It's all ready to go. Instead of going to the grocery, look there, we already have the zucchinis coming on. This one is called Zucchini Elite. So even if you don't have room in your gardens, something that gets as big as a zucchini can be grown in a pot, so keep that in mind. We're just going to give you a quick overview of all the varieties of tomatoes and peppers and just different veggies.
We got some cucumbers here, regular, pickling, super sweets, straight eights, all different kinds. We have burpee, exclusive burpee vegetables, all in the front of the house here.
We also have the different varieties of zucchinis, these are different squashes, watermelons, yummy, all throughout here. So we have 73 varieties of tomatoes, all different sizes. We have packs, pots, we've got heirlooms, hybrids, cherry tomatoes, slicers, something for everyone.
Pepper area, we have 51 varieties of peppy peppers. We have some burpee exclusives, Bananarama, Big Daddy, Costa Rican Sweet, and great stuff. Hot, we do have that ghost one.
We still have a few ghost peppers left, so if you're really wanting that, get in quick, because they're going fast.
And we have a heirloom hot lemon.
Table 53 in the A to Z house, sweet potatoes, we got them. And okra for your gumbo. So now we have one of our specialists in the A to Z. This is Abby, and she's going to tell us about artichokes.
Artichokes are native to California. They're not perennials in this zone, but they can produce up to 30 buds, and we have one here. If you let it go to flower, it will be purple and beautiful, but you'll want to pick it while the head is still pretty tight. And there's not too much else. They don't like to get too dry.
Full sun.
Full sun.
Sounds good. I can't wait.
And you can take off their little babies that come down at the base here, and you can separate those and start new plants.
We still have plenty of beautiful hanging baskets. Lots to choose from. No matter what your color, shade, or sun, we've got it. Okay, so then here's Philip showing one of the sun patients. Beautiful. Great alternative to the regular garden impatiens. Thanks, Philip.
Thank you.
Okay, we just want to show this because as we're on our way down to the gardens to see our progress and plant some new things, the thornless raspberry
shortcake.
I'm going to try it. That's really good. It's delicious. We have a family of groundhogs that lives here in the gardens, and they've been fed well. If you saw our last YouTube, we had all of our cole crops in here and our peas, and they were doing fantastic. So much so that they ate them. But if you notice, they didn't touch the potatoes. The foliage is toxic, so I guess surround your garden with potatoes.
I think we brought some marigolds down. We're going to try that.
So even though this isn't in a raised bed, you know, those animals, they're, what would the word be? Conniving? I don't know.
Mischievous.
Yes.
Determined.
So we really should have put a fencing up. But, you know, we're just going to, with everything else in gardening, we're going to try again. It's time to plant tomatoes and peppers, so
yeah, it's not too late.
We'll stick some stuff
to get some food.
And it's not too late to plant broccoli and cauliflower and all that if you wanted to redo that if it does happen. Cute.
We thought we'd give the groundhog a better diet today.
All right, whenever. So with the beans, you know, you can soak just like we did on before with the peas. You can plant the bean seeds. And but we do have them already started if you want to go that route as well. We have one that's called lima bean red noodle, which is a long burgundy bean. So that'll be interesting.
18 to 20 inches long. It's a long bean.
I bet we're going to need a larger trellis if the family of groundhogs doesn't eat. And then we have an eggplant. This one is really neat. It's a white eggplant called Ivory. I do believe that the white ones tend to be less bitter if you're not picking them at the ideal time. I know some of the purple ones, you have to get them just right.
Yep. This one here is good for a pot also, is what it says on our, on our tag.
Yep. Zucchini Elite Summer Squash. I've grown this one before, and it's a great producer. And remember on...
you gotta hill it, like cucumbers or not?
You can hill it, since we're here. I think we'll be fine just planting it regular.
Okay.
The zucchini blossoms, we get this call every year, and it's happened to me. The male flowers open before the females. So often people are wondering why they have flowers and no fruit. Just give it a little bit of time. Also, here's our potato bag from an earlier episode. I doubt we have any potatoes ready yet. They still feel a little bit on the small side. So in this bed we'll do some tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers. So of course with cucumbers we're going to grow some dill, and with the tomatoes we're doing hot and spicy oregano and basil. So you know you can have a little bit of herbs with your produce. And then we're going to line the bed with marigolds. Marigolds are a natural deterrent to all kinds of pests, both furry animals and insects. We'll start with the peppers. Just thought we'd show some unique ones. We have this one called Orange Blaze, which is a sweet pepper. This one, which is Chocolate Beauty. Now with those that turn colors, they will start out green. You can harvest them when they're green, but you just leave them on longer and then they mature to their color, which then they tend to be a little bit more on the sweet side. And then we just chose medium hot block, not a super hot pepper. One that's great for these stews, canning, just a good all-purpose pepper. And on the roots, you know, you might want to rake them a little bit. And we've already put the fertilizer in here. I am a big fan of the Tone series. I use the tomato tone when I plant tomatoes and peppers. It helps with the blossom end rot. And with other veggies, like the any sort of leafy veggie, I like to use the Garden Tone. Chose Super Sweet 100s. It's my favorite cherry tomato. There's a lot of different ones, but man, this is still my favorite after all these years.
It's good.
Oh, and when you plant your tomatoes, this is the one plant that you plant deep. You can even take off these lower shoots. It makes a much sturdier plant.
Oh, I have the Supersonic.
And what's special about Supersonic?
It's a large red, meaty fruit, 79 days, and it's crack resistant. Like some of your bigger tomatoes, they get, you know, they split. This one's not supposed to split.
On the basil that we're putting in, this is Pesto Perpetuo, which is pretty. It has a variegated leaf as well, so if you do entertaining, particularly like in salads, that kind of thing, it's very pretty.
Our marigolds are the Durango mix. They grow about 12 to 15 inches tall, and hopefully this is going to detour some of our little varmints, and they'll make the garden pretty. Important to deadhead too, and it just keeps on blooming and blooming and blooming.
Okay, so today is May 19th.
Yep.
Here's what our garden looks like today. We'll try and keep you updated, and as you can see, we still have lots of beautiful plants. New truckloads coming in
every day,
nearly every day for the nursery and perennial area. We've got lots of pretties, so come in and see us and have a great gardening day.
See ya.